to bend over and pick this up and then bring it up my driveway. They're not paying you for that. So anything that you add in that cart, it is reviewing the price and it's looking at the pounds, the ounces. Why? Because it tells you that on the thing. So artificial intelligence is now skimming. I'm making sure you get heavy pay because that cabinet was 50 pounds. So this is going to be a heavy pay item. Would you still like it? It's going to cost.
All right, today is October the 5th, 2025, and I am at home. And today I am going to put together a sample,
You still like it? It's
a sample Tark Shank Tark Shark Tank kind of pitch. Um, just in case you didn't know, I really, really, really wanted to be in marketing, and um, I don't know why, of all the things to go to school for, I didn't go towards that to be work in a marketing firm. But because I like to build companies, because I have a different thinking mind. Thanks to the Lord. So today, what I came up with, because I am an Instacart shopper, I am on the Instacart platform. Today, I was reviewing some material that I recorded earlier today, and I wanted to go ahead and solve the issue of Instacart, of DoorDash, of Uber Eats, of Grubhub. Um, Basically, what I am is I'm a middleman when I shop. I'm shopping on as a third party vendor. I'm 1099 shopping for a customer, and I'm taking the product to the consumer. Well, as a middleman, I have came up with a system, and it is called Shoppers Connect. So if I went to Shark Tank, or someone, an angel investor, or someone that I wanted to invest in my product, I have a POS system that is a tablet size screen that allows the consumer and the stores to connect seamlessly, and I eliminate fraud. So basically, with Shoppers Connect, next to the terminal in the store where you pay, they will have a tablet on the side, or just another kind of terminal that will say Shoppers Connect at the top. And it will have the little tabs for one for Instacart, one for Uber Eats, one for DoorDash, depending on where that store is and how many methods of payments or how many platforms they are using. And so the shopper will simply come in and go through the line as normal. They will press the button for Instacart, and then it will say tap your fob. And so when you tap your fob, that is your payment method. And so there it is. You have paid. The receipt prints. It has the fob ID and the transaction numbers at the bottom, and so forth. This keeps all of the information private to the customer. It keeps everything private. You're not having access to bank account numbers on the side of Instacart. It keeps Instacart from having to pay. You don't know authorization limits. You don't have unnecessary information going into a store such as if you went into the store and you are in possession of a card. So if you're in possession of a card, you can take that card and you can swipe, and the law doesn't know, the camera, the robot up there doesn't know if this is Regions Bank, if this is Capital One. It doesn't know anything. All it sees is that you're swiping. Well, the ability to remove this from the consumer, let me take that back. This is that simple gesture is how we eliminate fraud. This is how we remove it from the platforms. We simply take the card away and we replace it with a key ring. It is small, it's compact, it's lightweight, it's very thin, it's discreet. No one will know that it is your pay fob. You can pay and have your favorite team put on it or whatever. These cute little incentives is a way for the company to make money, for me to make money. So as Shoppers Connect, I'm proposing a means to an end. The Shoppers Connect simply, it replaces the barcode. It replaces taking your phone and scanning this. You simply tap the fob and it allows the order. Tap the fob again if you have to pay, and then it's simply easy breezy. The Shoppers Terminal is installed next to the payment terminal in stores. Stores pay to have the terminal, or private companies do too. So this is a benefit, and it also comes with a monthly user fee, as well as the person that has the fob, they pay. So the shopper pays. For example, if it's a 50 cents cash out, it's a 50-cent user fee every time you transfer money using your card. So this is a small, reasonable fee, but it pays so that you have consistent monitoring. If you were to lose it, it can't be used because it's in conjunction to your app and to an order. So you can find it, and where it will seemingly have access, you don't have the order, you don't have the person's information. So it won't allow you to move forward if all of the variables are not in place. So you have to have first your location, and the app has to be in sync. So this is why it's multiple layers of authentication and encryption surrounding Shoppers Connect. Why? Because Shoppers Connect is not only providing a seamless way of payment, removing the card and fraud, it is also allowing for this fob to be attached to a plug and play that goes into the vehicle. So this way we are always aware of where that shopper is, what type of vehicle the shopper was using, and the IP address. We are consistently providing information for law enforcement. We need to go back to August the 16th, 2025, in which I did an Instacart order for an address that was a hostile drop off. At the time of this drop off, it was conveyed that Instacart was unaware that I was on the order. They thought the order had been dropped off. They have no idea of what vehicle have the information accurate. So with that being said, this change, these are big, huge gaps for law enforcement in the event that something happened to someone, that the person was ill, or the person could have had a medical emergency. This information provided to law enforcement that directly comes from the app. It directly comes from the Shoppers Connect. It is all things accountability on both sides. So this is seamlessly bringing the customer and the shopper together over a secure platform that is the sole objective to what? To promote a user friendly app that is safe for the shopper and the user, and to offer incentives that help to build users in a rewarding community. So every time you use Shoppers Connect, you can use points. You're able to accrue points. The shopper and the store, I'm sorry, the shopper and the user, you're able to build points. So the more you shop using Shoppers Connect, the more you're able to build points. But the purpose of this, my audience would be to stores. So for every store that takes Uber Eats and DoorDash, I'm going to pitch for we can have this installed, and this eliminates fraud because we don't use a pay card. We don't use Google Pay. We use strictly from the consumer here. There's no loss of money or product because we're simply, you have to tap to receive the product. We make sure the product gets to the right person. So there's not a lot of waste. There's not a lot of food or order replacements. This is simply an easy win-win situation. And I'm very excited about it. I think this is a terrific idea. And again, thank you for watching my pitch. This is for Shoppers Connect. And I love how it sounds. It sounds awesome. I love it. All right. Thank you. That's it. I just wanted to keep this short because I want to listen to it to see if I hear anything that I would change or anything that I would add. So I don't want this to be too long. Thank you. Bye.